very beautiful sunny evening in East Sussex tonight. The sun's shining. It's 7 o'clock and it's still about 20 degrees, which is brilliant. So I thought I'd come on and show you a few things that I've picked up and one or two things and something that I made. Let's show you first. I was inspired by the lovely Gayle Agostinelli, because I'd got boxes with bits of ephemera and goodness knows what else in them. So I was inspired to make one of her folios, although I did give it my own spin, and I've made it the same as she did with old paper, and I pulled a bit off with the sellotape there, as you can see, and that wasn't quite the right pink to go there, but I'll find some nice paper to collage it with. So this is what I made, and it's a double fold cover, and then I've made, as she did, 3 signatures, and they're all out of cheap scrapbooking paper, which was quite nice. Then what I did with them was I've got a long arm stapler, and I actually stapled these signatures together because I hate sewing signatures in journals, and I don't mind doing it in my junk journals, but this is just something for me, so I thought, I'll do it like a TN, and so I put little V-cuts in the top and the bottom of the signatures, and it's worked really well. And the thing is that if I can always add another signature, or I can take one out and move it on to make another folder for it. So I thought it gave me a bit of versatility. So yeah, that's that, and I'll just show you quickly what I've popped in it. I got some quite nice bookmark type cards from AliExpress. I need to do a journal for my niece, and the subject is Japan, and so I thought I'd get a few bits and start collecting up stuff. And I made this snippet roll, which is I sewed it onto a bit of ribbon. That might come in handy for a journal somewhere, a blank spot sometime. It's nothing special, but used up some of my scraps. And that's just stuck in there for future reference. Then I've made some lined envelopes. Happy to do a tutorial on that if you're stuck with those. Very easy, especially with the envelope maker, which is how I made it. And I was quite pleased because it makes them nice and substantial, and I quite like that. And then I just made some double pages of book, or double book pages, should I say, with some napkins on them. That was a bit Christmassy, but that bit's not. Just collage that a little bit more. And then this is an envelope which I stained, or overstained. It's like I've been rubbing it in the grass outside. So anyway, so I just did a bit of a collage on there. Some of those are papers. This is a background that I put together myself on Photoshop, and then there's scraps of paper and a background I did on my jelly plate. So that's just those few bits in there. And these are all for journals in the future. So then I've got a whole pack of these, as bad as Artie Mays, which have been sitting around for ages, CD cases. I've got some of my dies in them, but prefer the magnetic shim things to put them on. So there's another envelope there, black and white one, and a couple of little cards. Then I've got this roll of paper, which is masking paper, and I decided I'd try and make an envelope with it. It did go through the sewing machine, but the sewing machine wasn't particularly happy about stitching it. But yes, I just collaged on there with a nice bunny. And then this was also on that paper, and this is a bit of Tim Holtz tissue paper, which is on a roll. And so I just put some lace on there and a seal. That's just another little envelope. Just a little postcard thingy. Most of my things turned out to be thingies. So I've cut these down to 4 inches. Then just cut a quick notch in the top and stuck them on there with double-sided tape around the edges, so that ends up being a double pocket. And then I've also got, which I managed to find on Amazon, these are adhesive plastic, little mini plastic wallets, and I've put those in there, and they're perfect for the A, B, C, D, E, F, I'll get there in a minute, ATCs, there we go. And then there's a couple of little, I've got a new die, which I love. That's going to be too big to go in there. I was going to try and find something to pop in there for you so you can see it, but as you can see, it's got a little aperture there and a thumb hole, and it's already got a little hole ready for a bit of string or whatever you want to put through it, and I thought that was really sweet. So I'm going to put something like this, I think, in the window there. It's really cute. And then there's that's another die. That was a cheap die I picked up somewhere. So there's a couple of envelopes. Then I've got Tim Holtz's ticket stamps and die, and I made these from that, and I love it. I've put some in, I'll show you, I've put some in this little sewn pocket, I think it's called, in the back, which is worked out quite nicely. Another little envelope, just a journaling card or ATC or whatever you like to call it. And again, I've got a sort of torn edged die, which actually comes out really well. And I really like that. It looks good. So it's one of the nesting dies, so there's a smaller one. That's just a little card, and then another envelope. And these are medieval mirage images. So that's those in there. Then all the edges from these pages, which was like a 3-inch strip, which I then cut down to 2.5 inches to go into my label punches. I've made all these tags to embellish and whatever you want to do with them, really. Stain them, edge them, some little ones there in the top pockets, and there. So that's those. So that's all I've put in there so far. That took me ages to... Oh, I've got some more pockets there available. But, yeah, I did 3 pages with pockets, and it took me ages to cut them up and stick them on. But I'll gradually add some more. So, yeah, got 3 signatures of 3 pages, just like Gayle's. And that should last a little while. And then in the back, I've got a larger envelope with a seal and some napkins, some stickers, and a bit of collage there. Then I've got another line in the envelope there, where I did my bleeding tissue paper tutorial. I just used up the leftover tissue paper on some bags there, and this is what I've done with the tickets, the Tim Holtz tickets. So I've cut out one of the stitched pockets, and pop them on an index card. And this one I used that nesting die and popped little bits of ephemera on there. That's actually tape, washi tape. And then there's just a couple of bits of Tim Holtz ephemera there as well. So that's quite cute. It's quite nice in the map and on the text. So that's those. They'll be useful. And that's so far what I've got in my little ephemera folder. And there it is. So I'm really pleased with it. I'm actually delighted with it. And I might actually do some sort of junk journal on the same sort of lines. Because I think it's great. I mean, obviously I won't put plastic wallets in that. So that's the first thing. Let's put those away. Today I picked up this and I spent £2. The cover was enough to sell it to me, but when I opened the front and found all this, I just had to have it. It's got lovely text pages which are already nice and yellowed, but then these illustrations that won't suit everybody, especially if you're vegan. But there's lovely old pots and pans and old-fashioned fridge. Our first fridge was like that. Kitchen cupboards, ovens, and this is from, let's have a look, this is labour saving, housework, renovations, marketing, carving, service and meals etiquette. Up to date, reliable and economical. Let's see if I can find the date. I didn't actually stop and have a look, I just bought it. Oh, New Zealand lamb, the best lamb in the world. That's great. And there's all sorts of Mrs. Beaton cookbooks and household management and yeah. So with 8 plates in colour and nearly 150 illustrations. So I can't actually find the date. It sits in the back here. Nope, can't find the date. I'll have to, if in doubt, Google it. But yeah, look at these lovely colour demonstrations. Salmon. And aren't they wonderful? So, yeah. Brilliant. I should enjoy doing stuff with them. It'll egg me on to do a cookery journal, I think. Okay, so that's that lovely big old book. And a nice, and actually the cover of it's nice too. So I might even use that. So that's that. Now, moving on, I was given this book, which has got a fantastic padded cover on it. And this is an illustrated anthology of fairy poems. It's not old, but some of the images are, and there's some beautiful illustrations of fairies, not just twee ones. There's all sorts of stuff in here. As I say, lovely poetry, wildlife, really pretty fairy illustrations, and a hare there, and a snail. That's great. So yeah, I love these. The trees, a nymphette, naked with no clothes on. Yeah, it's really nice of this lady to think of me and give me this book. So yeah, that's another. Oh, looks like Who Killed Cock Robin. Beautiful. So that's that one. Now, Mrs. Beaton, the shop where I picked that up, I also picked up wodges of stamps, piles of them for £2 a bag, which I thought was great value. Now I'll have to make a Gayle storage for my stamps, a storage folio. They're from different countries, as well as the UK. Some really old, lovely old ones here too. Canada. These are really pretty ancient. I was trying to find a 1966, September 66 they were. So, yeah, I'll have to get sorting them out and get some storage for them. Yeah, nice ones. So I was pleased with those. Penny, that was 68. So that's good. And there's 2 bags of those, so they're going to take some sorting. My last lot of stamps I found on Amazon. There you go. So yeah, 2 bags. I'll put those back in a minute. These I got from AliExpress for pennies, and I made some of those tags with them, but some really nice wildlifey type ones. Birds, geese, more birds, flowers. Yeah, so there's a nice selection of those, and they're quite substantial card as well. So they'll make nice tags. And then there's even a nice one on the cover. Then I have another box of those. And these are a little bit different from that lot. They've just got sort of Japanese pictures and symbols. And they're upside down. Japanese ladies, blossoms, a pussycat. That's beautiful pussycat. So, yeah, some nice ones for the right fish, for the right occasion, of the right journal. Yeah, nice colours too. So that's those, again, picked up for pennies on AliExpress. So that's those. Then some of these are absolutely beautiful. I watched, her name will come to me in a minute. Anyway, I watched a YouTube video from one of our English ladies who'd found some of these oracle cards in a charity shop, and I thought how nice they were, and I thought I'll have a look for them on Amazon. And this beautiful box arrived, really substantial box with its beautiful dragonfly on the front, and inside this beautiful box was this, which gives the instructions basically of how you use them, but I wasn't really interested in using them for things like fortune telling. And then there's a book there that also tells you, it's got little black and white images in there, and it tells you what each of these cards means. So this is the back of all of them. They measure 4 by 6. And just have a look at these. This bee is gorgeous. Ravens, bison, bears, jaguar, butterflies, cats, a cougar, coyote, deer, dogs, dolphins, a dragon. This is the dragonfly. And there are words at the bottom of each of those, and this one says, I embrace my transformation. I courageously let go of the past. The magic of nature is in me. I'm brilliant and I am blessed. Eagle, heffalump, elk, foxes, foxy, frogs, giraffes, geese, grizzly, hawk, heron, horses, hummingbirds, I love that one. Humpback whale, look at the lovely ladybird, or ladybug, whatever you want to call it. It's absolutely beautiful. Lions, lizard, a loon, type of duck, lynx, moose, whale, owl, lovely peacocks, penguins, a mountain scene in winter, polar bear, a pronghorn, puffins, raccoons, ram, wolf, white stag, unicorn, tiger, swan, squirrel, snow leopard, sea turtle and sea otters, and I just thought they were absolutely gorgeous. So I'll be doing something with those, and I'll find the channel. Rachel Tomlinson, that's who it was, Rachel Tomlinson. She does some lovely stuff, so check out her channel. And then finally, this is what I put on Facebook, Foxy Crafters, and I'm going to do a tutorial for this. It's from another tutorial, but the actual tutorial has been taken down, so I can't refer back to it. So it's my envelope foldy thing, which is made out of 3 DL envelopes. The ones I've used are these, and I tea stained them, and they're lovely and crackly. So those are the tea stain. Actually, I didn't tea stain the ones I used because I was covering them up, but you can, obviously. These are quite substantial, so they take the staining well. And also, if you put them in the oven, this doesn't, it just goes a bit crinkly. It doesn't actually melt or anything. So, but you can do it with any size envelopes. And I've got some more. I've got some more of these from Sainsbury's, just some cheap ones. Yeah, so it would take two tags in each pocket if you wanted it to. I cut the tags out on my Gemini because I've got a nice die, and then I just collaged the pockets, and then that closes up and that one opens up. And that's the back and the front. To that one I've left that plain. And I've left that one plain. That's the back. The front. That's at Edith Holden. Actually, most of 2 of the big tags are Edith Holden as well. And yeah, this just opens and folds like that. So, and I've used some lovely bottle green sari silk. So I'll show you how to make that on my next video. And if there's anything else you can think of, perhaps you'd let me know. So I think I've just about come to the end now. Don't think I've got anything else to show you. So I'll sign off for now then. And hope you have a nice evening and speak to you soon.